All right, hello 7th graders. I'm going to go into what the tasks are for week 5 coming up. So as always, we'll go right into Schoology, and I'll just pick period 1. They're all the same. You should only see week 5 at this point. I see a little more than you do. The first task is what you're watching right now, so that's pretty straightforward. The second task is CNN News, as it always is. There is one difference this week. I did put in an attachment to show you how you are getting graded on CNN, because grades are starting to go into the grade book. So in order to get a 3, this is pretty much what you're looking at. You put a lot of effort into it. You have 4 episodes to watch. You put thought about the different articles and news articles that were talked about, and there's definitely some effort that's been put in here. This would be considered a 2, even maybe a little more on it, but this is pretty much everything's filled in a box in the categories, but there's really not much to go on. It doesn't give you a whole lot of background or info on the different things. And then going further, this would be a 1. So you have a lot of empty spaces. Maybe you took the time to do one good one, maybe a couple words here or there, but that would be considered a 1. So you can look at this to see kind of where you fell in your grading, and then know that every week you can definitely improve it to get that grade up. Okay. The third thing is the Columbian Exchange. This is kind of the start of globalization, bringing goods from overseas here and then here back overseas. So this is just one document to open. When you open this up, it's going to give you some directions as well, which I'm going to give you now anyway, but you can certainly read them again if you would like to. So you are going to read about the Columbian Exchange. So there's a little bit of reading here and what was brought over. And then you'll do a little reflection down here based on the question. Then on this next page, it tells you up here what to do. You're going to take these little, oops, if I can make it work. I keep making them bigger or smaller. Anyway, you can move them around, and you're going to end up taking whatever the animal or fruit or food is, and you're going to place it on either slide 5, which is things that were brought from the old world over to the new world, or you'll place it on slide 6, which is what was originated in the new world and it was brought over to the old world. So it's kind of interesting to see what things originated here and what didn't. So you're just going to drag and drop those, or not drag and drop, excuse me, you're going to cut and paste, and that the information up there is for that. Okay, so that is for that one. And then we're going to start getting into our actual part of our U.S. history when the British start to colonize in the United States, or America at this point, of course. So Jamestown is our first permanent colony, and it was founded in 1607. So for this part, you're going to watch a PowerPoint video that is right here, located right here, and then your assignment is to fill in some notes. And the notes are going to be guided notes, so some of it's filled in for you already. As always, I would suggest if you can do a split screen, that's usually good, but if you can't, I understand. But this is what you're going to do, just fill in these answers to the slideshow that you're going to watch. So just taking notes. Okay, and then after that, we're going to follow that up with a reading between Jamestown Colony and Plymouth Colony. Plymouth is the second colony in the United States, founded 1620, so quite a few years later. But there are some major differences about the two colonies that are important as we get into why these particular regions in the U.S. Really developed differently, or regions in the colonies. So this one's just a reading, and what you're going to do for this is you're going to annotate the text. You probably have done this in your language arts classes before, so you're just going to look at the text here, and I have some examples for you. You're going to go to your draw button, so you have all your options up here. And what I want you to do, and this is in the directions, so if you aren't hearing it right now, it's there. Anything in yellow is going to be specific only to Jamestown. So it's specific to them. It's they have it, they did it. Plymouth did not. Okay, and for Plymouth, anything in pink is going to be specific to them. So that has nothing to do with the Jamestown colony. Then you're going to go ahead and underline in the text anything that they have in common. So I already underlined they were both from England and from England. Okay, so that's what you're going to do to annotate this text. So it should be all marked up with those similarities and differences as I'm looking at the assignment after you submit it. Okay. And finally, our last task for this week is going to be watching a video comparing the two. and talking about them, and then you will actually do a discussion on this one. So a little different, we haven't done a discussion yet. You're gonna have the video right here, and then you click the discussion button up here, and this is where you're gonna do your discussion, okay? You have to have one comment about the video that something you found surprising, and it has to be a thoughtful comment. It should be a full sentence. If you want to write more than that, that's fine, but it has to be enough that I know you watched it and you thought about it in order to get credit. Okay, that is all I have for the week for you. If you have any questions at always, please message me or jump into a Teams meeting or set up a Teams meeting with me if you have to talk to me outside of those times. All right, everyone, have a great week.